Okay, we're on. Hi. So first of all, since it's a long video, grab yourselves a cup of tea or maybe something a bit more alcoholic because maybe you're gonna need it. Let's get the hell on with this. So I am struggling with my bra straps today apparently. Also, I've written up a bit of a listicle because I am a list person, so I need a list as to where the hell I'm gonna be going with this video today. And so let's start with the big one. Where have I been? I'm gonna have to just completely cut to the chase here and tell you exactly what happened, because otherwise nothing else I'm gonna say is going to really make a whole lot of sense. Basically, my partner and I broke up and it's been very, very deeply emotionally traumatizing. We thought we were gonna get married. Like, that's how full on our relationship was. We were gonna get married. And so he did come over to Australia for Christmas and we had a really good time. He met my mum, he met my dad. I tried to show him a bit of Australia and I thought we had a pretty good time, but I could also tell that we had some issues. I'm not gonna sit here and basically throw him under the bus because one, I still respect him. Two, I still think he is a really great guy. And also thirdly, he's not here to defend himself. So if I was to say something that's not quite right, he can't exactly pipe up and say, hey, you know, cut that out. Having said that, I will say that when he came to Australia, he was a bit different. And it's not necessarily his fault, and perhaps I was also a bit different, but I didn't really take much notice of it while he was here. It was only on reflection when he went back home to the UK that I was kind of like, something's just not right. Let's fast forward a little bit. Come February, finally, I was able to pin him down, to have an actual conversation with him over Skype and really talk to him about it. And I was like, all right, this is not going to be a fun conversation, but here we go. As far as I can see it, we have 1, 2, 3 main problems and I don't know how to fix them. Don't paint a picture in your head of me sort of just going boop, boop, boop to him. This is our problems, what do we do about it? Really, in reality, I was sitting there for over an hour talking to him, bawling my freaking eyes out. I had tears, I had snot. I don't even know how he managed to understand me half the time with snot just dribbling out of my face. Get to the end of boop, 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 and he doesn't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. Neither of us, takes two to tango, guys. Neither of us are in a very good headspace to deal with any of it. And I said, well, maybe if we can't figure this out, then maybe we should have a break. To which he responded, no, if we're gonna have a break, I think we should break up. And me, in my very hyper, snotty kind of state, agreed. Because I couldn't see a way around it and I couldn't figure it out. But I really regretted agreeing with him. I really, 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 really regretted it. We said, let's be friends. Oh my God. So we tried to be friends. Can you tell by my laughter where this is going? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be friends with an ex, and I don't think Daniel knows how to be friends with an ex either. Because for the next 2 weeks, it was really weird and not nice. So again, I said, all right, we need to talk. It's been 2 weeks since we broke up and this friend thing is not really working. So let's sit down and work this out. To which he replied, no. He said, I can't talk to you right now. Like, he couldn't talk to me. It was too much. I sort of went, okay, well, if we can't talk to each other like we should be as friends, then maybe we should just take a break from all of this and just, you know, like not talk to each other at all for a little while. And he said, yes, I agree. That's a good idea. Let's do that. And he said, I will message you if I can at the end of next month. And I said, okay, I can, you know, a month, I think a month will be a really good time for us to kind of take a proper break and just deal with this ourselves. What month are we in now, guys? We are halfway through June and I still have not heard anything from him. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait before I need to just accept that it's not gonna happen, that he's not gonna talk to me. I didn't tell anybody about this, you know, and I've just been basically struggling along with it myself for a really long time. And it's only recently that I've been able to be open and honest and upfront about it. So where have I been? I have just basically been here, sitting on my couch, watching crap on TV. No, not just watching. I've been binge watching crap on TV and eating my feelings. Couldn't even go on social media. I was not on Instagram for over 2 months. I was not on Facebook for over 2 months. Now you know. That's full on to think that I was really gonna marry this man, and now I'm not. All right, let's move on to number 2, YouTube. Let me start this off by saying I am never ever ever going to sit here and bitch and whine and moan and whinge about YouTube ever again after this. This is it. Because I've taken a lot of time off, I've been able to reflect on a lot of things in my life, including YouTube, and try and come to terms with everything and figure out what I'm doing and why. And also I've kind of come to terms with the fact that this whole YouTube thing, not working. It's not working. I'm gonna take a sip of tea because, oh boy, that YouTube tea. All right, YouTube tea. So I have no control over my YouTube numbers. It's completely freaked my brain out for so long, and I've been so caught up with the whole back end of YouTube that it just clouded everything that I was doing. What I mean is that, look at my subscriber count. Just take a little glance down. We're creeping towards 90,000 and I can't stop that. And I wish that I could. Weird thing to say, right? But what I mean is that if I had 30 to 40,000 subscribers, then to me, the numbers that I'm seeing would make sense. Because I really struggle to get viewers on this channel. I'm partially to blame. YouTube's algorithms are partly to blame. The fact that I was away for a long time was partly to blame. I wish that I had less subscribers because it would just be a more accurate reflection of my channel and what's actually going on here. But I can't control it. It's out of my hands. And I've just decided that I'm not going to put as much energy and as much of myself into this as I was. I literally don't have the savings left and I literally don't have the energy left. So I'm basically just going to be doing similar content to how I have been, you know, beauty and skincare videos, because it is kind of my shtick. But I'm also going to be doing vlogs. I'm going to be doing vlogs and just sit down, chit chat videos about random shit. I don't even know what I'm going to be talking about yet. It's just going to be pretty cash, guys, because I literally cannot afford to do that anymore, and I hope that you understand. So there you go, that's it. My bitch fest about YouTube is done and dusted, and if I ever bitch about it in the future, I give you full permission to pull me up about it again in the comments and let's tell me, excuse me, you said you wouldn't bitch about this anymore and here you are bitching about it. Next, blog. And actually these things that I'm going to be talking about here from the blog and downwards are all very much connected to YouTube. Yeah, guys, if I'm not going to be spending all of my time and energy and money on my YouTube, then I'm actually going to be funneling that into my blog. And I make new posts on that twice a week, every Tuesday and Friday. And I actually really enjoy it. Like, I really enjoy writing and I enjoy photography. So does that not make sense that I would throw more of myself into my blog? I'm in the process of writing an ebook, which is kind of cool. And also, like, I know that not everybody follows blogs, but if you do, you can follow me using Bloglovin. You can follow me via like Facebook and Instagram. These two ways are the easiest, best ways that you will be able to get direct posts week after week. Okay, so let's move on. Get into it, guys. I know, long video. Take another sip. Not gonna do that sippy thing that Graveyard Girls does, because that's her thing, not mine. My age. What I used to do on here was kind of nuts. Like, I would make these crazy face mask videos, and yeah, they were fun, but it's not really me. And one of the reasons it's not really me is because of my age, and I don't think I've actually ever told you guys how old I am on this channel before. If any of you ever asked me about it, I've just skirted around the topic. I think a lot of you think that I'm younger than I am, probably because of this situation. This is adult acne. Very much adult acne. Okay, you ready? This face, this pimply, acne-ridden face, is that of a 32-year-old, turning 33 in July. So yeah, I am very much in my early 30s, creeping towards my mid-30s, and maybe you can understand now why I want to put more of myself into my blog and less crazy into my YouTube. Now you know, if you go back through my YouTube and you'll be like, okay, let's see how old she was when she did this. Oh my God, she was actually in her late 20s when she did this. Crazy person. Crazy person. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy because friends? Let me tell you a little bit about my situation here. Before I went to Japan, I actually lived in Brisbane. Such a beautiful city. I bloody love Brisbane. It's so nice. And when I was there, like, I was just kind of living my life, doing my YouTube. I was working at Maya and, you know, blah, blah. And I had a handful of good friends that I really loved, and life was all right. Like, I didn't really think of anything much of it. I'm an only child, and so I'm pretty okay with my own company. So the fact that I didn't have many friends didn't really bother me so much. Then I went to Japan. And I realized what I was missing out on. I kind of went from this teeny tiny little friendship circle in Brisbane to this explosion of people and friends and just incredible personalities in Japan, and I loved it. And then it ended, and I didn't actually go back to Brisbane. I'm now on the Gold Coast, and I've never lived here before. This is my first time. It's not a bad place to be, but I don't know anybody here. I'm really putting myself out on a limb with this sort of situation here that I'm going to tell you in a second, but anybody that I did know in Australia has now either moved interstate, or they've moved overseas, or they're not talking to me anymore. And I don't know why. This is where you come in. If you've stuck around this long in the video, then maybe you are somebody that I really would love to kind of hang out with sometime. And I really genuinely mean that. I'm not talking about, let's have a meetup, guys, and go somewhere and take little selfies and have a few hugs and then go home. I'm talking about genuine friendships. So if any of you live in Brisbane or the Gold Coast, or maybe the North Coast or Northern Rivers area, and you'd like to catch up and have a coffee, go to the movies, you'd like to maybe, I don't know, go bowling, go rollerblading, like do whatever. That's what I'm looking for, really genuine friendships. Are you the same? Do you want to hang out with me? For real? Send me a private message through my Facebook. That's the best way to get into contact with me. Send me a private message through my Facebook page. I'll put the link for you down below. And tell me a little bit about yourself, because keep in mind that this is this is kind of a one-way street in a way, because you've maybe learned a lot about me over the years, but I've possibly never actually talked to you at all. So yeah, let me know, like talk to me. And if you want to catch up, let's be friends, hey? Last one. Some of you don't live in Australia and you definitely don't live anywhere near the Gold Coast. I actually have a snail mail address now, otherwise known as a PO box. And if you guys want to send me postcards or mail, I know over the years a few of you have said, oh, I'd really like to send you something. I'd like to send you a letter, or I'd like to send you this product or whatever. And I've been like, oh yeah, that'd be really cool, except I don't kind of want to give you my personal address because that's a bit weird. Now I actually have a PO box, and I'll put it down the bottom here for you. You can actually see what it is. I'll put it in the video description as well. You want to send me some mail? I would love to receive some mail, and I'd also love to kind of write back to you. Thank you very much for tuning in for this whole freaking video. I know it's a very long one. Just consider it to be making up for lost time. I will be uploading starting next week. Just keep in mind, it's going to be pretty freaking chilled. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being with me, and I'll talk to you next week. Catch you later, guys. Bye.